for Australian weightlifting, it's here at the Hawthorn Recreational Centre. Over the years, over 20 Commonwealth Games medalists have come from these very halls and are trained on these very benches. It really does send a tingle up your spine to come back here and remember some of the greats. Now, we've always been very strong at Commonwealth Games in the middleweight and heavyweight divisions. Over recent years, the Indians have dominated the lighter weight divisions. I'm told now we're ready to throw back the challenge. Remember the days of Pedro Sanchez, Nick Vokalaitis? We have the personnel to go back into those heady days. First out, the little big men, just 56 kilos ringing wet. This turned out to be a two-man war between the nations 1 and 2. Sydney sider Johnny Newen equalled his best snatch with a great 105 kilos on the bar. Mehmet Yaksi felt the pressure straight up, but failed to match Newen. Then came out for a second attempt at the same weight. Newen went for 108 kilos, a new Commonwealth Games snatch record, but failed twice. Yaksi thought if he could equal a Commonwealth record, that would give him the edge in the stat section. But the weight just a little too heavy on the day. Newen responded with a 130 on the bar and the clean and jerk. Yaksi tried to reply with a 132.5 to gain the upper hand. 3 times he busted everything to heave the big weight, and 3 times he missed. Newen answered that with a brave 135. He then bumped the bar to a new record weight of 138 kilos and almost pulled it off. So the day belonged to Johnny Newen with a combined total of 240 kilos. Representing the 62 kilogram class, the world's most decorated lifter. During his amazing career, Yuri Sarkisian has won 2 world crowns, Olympic silver, and proudly displays 45 world championship medals, the most in weightlifting history. The clean and jerk straight up went 150. Then after only 11 weeks back in training, he lifted 155. With the bar set at 157.5 and a new Commonwealth Games record on offer. So close, but not this time. However, take a bet on this little fella. When the medal time rolls round in Malaysia, he's good.
This is my 3rd country, first time I competition for Armenian team, and after 15 years competition for Russian, and now 4 years for the Australia. But now I'm very happy. I'm 4 years this country, and I am citizen.
Well, fantastic, and we can't wait to see you in the green and gold.
Yeah, thanks very much. I like this golden green because I know competition for Australian flag. I do my best for this country.
Our big hope in the 77 kilo class is the Victorian and former Commonwealth gold medalist Damien Brown. In the snatch, Brown equalled his best at 142.5. He then tried for a new Commonwealth Games record at 147.5 on the bar, but unfortunately had to let go twice. In the clean and jerk, Brown threw up a strong 175 for a combined total weight of 317.5 kilos to win the day and a place in the squad. Another big medal should come from him in Malaysia. 14 gold medals in Canada. Now that'll be hard to top. But on what we saw at the Hawthorn Centre last weekend, this new team will test the best. A lot of new muscle, out to keep the Aussie reputation in this sport at the big end of the bar.
So a lot to get excited there for Big Dazza, and next week Dazza will present the big boys, the 105 plus. Up. Up. sport were vying for Commonwealth Games selection. Last Saturday, we showed you the little men of weightlifting battling for a trip to Kuala Lumpur. This afternoon, the bar begins to groan as the men get bigger and the weights heavier. Daryl Eastlake was at Melbourne's home of pain, the Hawthorn Recreation and Aquatic Centre.
Australia's middleweight to heavyweight lifters have always stood proud on centre stage around the Commonwealth. Big men throwing up big weights has been the stamp of the sport in this country. Of course, the biggest of them all, South Australia's most famous fisherman, Dean Lukin. He first came into prominence back in 1982. Lukin has become folklore within the tight circle of the nation's heartiest eaters. As for the sport's Mr. Personality, who could ever forget the very gifted Robert Cabass? Immensely strong and full of fire, Cabass was Mr. Tough. Well, that tradition in the multi-muscle classes still stands. Victorian Damien Brown will test the best in the 77 kilo class, currently rated #1 both in Australia and the Commonwealth. This bloke is a gold medal performer. Another Melbourne star, Philip Christou. Don't be fooled by the baby face. Philip has been around for quite a while, topping the ranks at Commonwealth and Oceania levels. At the recent Games team selection trials, PC blitzed them. In the snatch, he threw up 140, but dropped 145. The clean and jerk, his first lift, a great 175 kilos on the bar. He then added 10 more to try and sky 185. Not on this day, not this time around, but expect Christou to hang tough when the gold medal is there for the taking. The 94 kilo class featured another couple of beauts. The very special Kirill Kunev. This bloke has some pedigree. World champion 1989, triple Commonwealth Games gold medalist 1994. 2 years later, he finished 4th at the 96 Olympics. 3 fantastic snatches in the trials, began with a 152.5. A 157.5. To finish with a juicy 160. Kunev topped those off with a fighting 192.5 in the clean and jerk. On went a massive 200. Oh, so close. Maybe in Malaysia.
Very close.
In the same class, a lifter with a lot of style and a smile to match, Simon Heffernan. In sparkling touch to lift 140 in the snatch. 145 gaining 2 of the 3 judges' votes. Then 147.5 to equal his best ever snatch. The clean and jerk lift, #1 at 180. He dropped 187.5 twice, talking to himself all the time. Now time to trot out the heavyweights, both on the floor and the bar. At 105 kilos, McGregor Hall threw up 152.5. Then tried so hard for 187.5 in the clean and jerk. 3 times, no result. South Australia's Chris Ray made 150 look easy. The same at 157.5. He then nominated 160, and that decision had the hall abuzz. Yes. Oh, so easy. The clean and jerk, first up 190. Not a bad start. A bold 205, but just a touch too big on the day. But remember the name Ray, He's on his way.
Today for Brisbane, he finishes with a magnificent total.
What about the talent you've seen so far? Does anybody stand out? I know there's one South Australian that looks good. He's a big bloke too.
That's it, and Chris Ray is very good, very well. He snatched 160 as we just saw, and very impressive, and still a junior as well, so it's a big talent, and he'll be a definite Olympic medal hope probably one day.
Football players are making the front page stories these days. Well, let me tell you, the drug testers were out in force during these trials. And this team is clean, hungry to put the sport back on track for all the right reasons. Remember, a record 14 goal last time in Canada? Maybe a big ask to better that record. However, expect plenty of gold, silver and bronze to find its way back to the land of Oz from this lot.
The weightlifting should provide a real highlight when Nine brings you the Commonwealth Games from Kuala Lumpur in September. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Day 3 of the weightlifting. We're at the Mines Exhibition Centre, and boy oh boy, we've had a terrific time here. 3 gold, 3 silver, 1 bronze, the tally so far. But today, expect more gold than you'll find scattered round Kalgoorlie. We've got the man, and he will win gold today, no doubt about it. Our other competitor, though, will do it a bit tough. That's Simon Heffernan.
That's right, Daryl. I think he's in for a run with the medals, but he's going to have a hard time with all the other competitors, but we're hoping that he's going to do fine.
Well, he's only a young fella, so the experience he'll get will be immeasurable.
Oh, that's right. It's his first Commonwealth Games, and he's a young guy, so it's going to be the next Commonwealth Games where he's going to be looking at medals.
Now, Kirill Kurnev, I mean, he is world class.
He is, and this time he's going to win the Commonwealth Games gold medal today. All 3 of them, we're hoping. And he's looking at being world champion as well, coming up in November.
He's our best lifter, no doubt?
No doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, Kirill Kurnev's #1 lifter in Australia at the moment.
And that's coming from a man that held that mantle for a long, long time. So settle back, Australia. Gold coming your way from the Mines Exhibition Centre.
Daryl sounds pretty excited already. Can't wait to hear him tonight. Well, when friends become